Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Self-Care Book Club. I'm Care, and I'm so glad you're here. How are you? How is this eclipse season treating you? Can we pretend like I know what I'm talking about? I am a witchy bitch, if you didn't already know. I believe in magic. I believe in wizards. I believe in witches. I'm a wizard, Carrie. I don't, however, know a lot about astrology. I know about this much, just like about as much as I know about like anything at all. I don't claim to know anything, right? Like I'm always just learning. But what I do know is that there's been some major celestial things happening. It seems like all the time. So if we're just blaming everything on the planets, count me in, right? No, that's not what it's about. It's a funny joke and like talking about Mercury and Gatorade and shit. But like there was an earlier eclipse, and then there's like an eclipse happening as I'm recording this, like September 20th to the 22nd. So it's just been a month of maybe big changes, and maybe longer than a month for you. Like I said, it's been going on all year. So I bring this up because I mean, if you've ever been in the room with somebody who has a vibe, right? Whose vibe is just really strong, whether it be positive, negative, whatever, like you feel it. Like if that person can put off such vibes, like what makes us think that every other body of matter like can't do the same thing? Like when you're sitting on grass and like you can feel the grass changing you, it's because it's got a vibration. So why would like the sun and the moon lining up not create some serious energy, is all I'm saying. And why would it not have an effect on us? So as little as I know about this sort of stuff, I believe it, whether you believe it or not. I know you've been feeling the energy out here, whatever you call it. I know you've been feeling your life shift. It might feel messy, it might feel heavy, it might feel like you're reliving old patterns. And I'm here to tell you that you are, but it's a beautiful thing. You're doing it in a new way. I use quotes if you're not looking at me right now, finger quotes, because I read a actual quote recently, or heard rather, actually an actual, actual, I heard an actual quote recently from Alan Watts, and it was just all about being, not reaching for your best self or your new self or whatever it is that sometimes I talk about. Sometimes maybe we don't put the right words to it, and it can cause us to put out a vibe that we're not even aware of, right? Because we're always reaching for more, which is good. We're never going to stop doing that. But at the same time, that's just like our natural state of expansion. Can we learn to accept how far we've come and where we're at right now, and just let it rock? Let it rock. Let you be the rock, actually. Can we all just be the rock? Like, he compares us to nature, which we are. And if you ever go outside, like, the tree isn't like, oh my God, like, I'm growing so slowly. What the fuck is taking so long? As far as we know. The river is not like, oh my God, I'm so curvy. I'm so raging today, and then tomorrow I'm barely moving. It's just being itself and being okay with all that it is. And that's a huge task, but that's the goal, right? That's my goal in the Self-Care Book Club. It's just like, that's been my mantra lately. Like, today I am gonna be okay with whatever I choose to do. It might sound like it's a cheat code or like an easy pass and like you're not gonna get shit done, but I promise you're gonna get shit done, and you're gonna want to do more shit. And maybe not in the moment, I spend a lot of time not doing anything. But when I'm not doing anything, I'm doing so much. Like I'm resting, I'm processing, I'm like processing. I'm rewiring my nervous system. I'm being kind to myself. I'm listening to something that's not just my monkey mind, right? So, anyways, how are you feeling this eclipse season? I want to know. If there's anything I can help you with, please let me know. I don't give advice, I give experience. So, my experience is that I want you to allow, release, and let go. And I want you to choose what's unfamiliar. It can be the slightest shift you make, or it can feel really grand. You might be leaving a relationship that you really wanted. You might be shifting careers and you might be scared shitless. It could be so many things. You might be moving, like you might have had family members die. Like it can be really big stuff, or it can be really little right now, but there's something in your life, I guarantee, if you just mull it over for a second, that is asking you to show up differently, because nothing's going to happen if you don't. Nothing's going to happen if you don't. Nothing different is going to happen if you don't show up differently. You know when the shit you say to yourself just clicks on a new level? Like that's what the Eclipse is doing. The Eclipse. That's what Eclipse is doing out here. So we often pray, I often pray for something. We all ask for something. If prayer is not your word, you are secretly praying. We all ask for, again, we talk about more. So can we ask for more while staying true to and gratitude for all we have? But then when the something comes, so it doesn't, like, I saw this quote also on the internet that it's Morgan Freeman and Lauren Graham. Maybe you've seen it. I don't know what movie it is, but if you know, let me know in the comments down below. And Morgan Freeman is dropping wisdom as he always is, and he's speaking to the woman in the scene. This is a movie, I believe, and he's saying, you know, she's like, basically, I think in the 30 seconds I saw, basically expressing her frustration with that things not showing up in her life, the things she's been asking for. And he basically tells her that, like, oh no, they're showing up. You're just not seeing them, and you're not making the choices to see them. You're not making the choice to see it. So, for instance, okay, like you might be going through this same pattern in a relationship, or this same sort of pattern in a job ending, or some sort of ending, and something's going to come up and it's going to be like, you can either A, go back to this relationship and do it exactly how you did it, or you can B, say no, or you can B, you know, switch it up and do it better. You've got like C, switch it up and do it better. You got A, B, C, D, E, F. You got all these timelines, but you have to do something differently, right? Because what happens if you don't do it differently is that you're just like, you show up wherever you go. So if you're running from yourself and you're running to a new city, a new town, you're always running away. You're running away from relationships. You're running away from jobs. Like, you's gonna be there and you're gonna see somebody new. You're gonna see a lot of new faces, but nothing's gonna change. And if you're cool with that, cool. All I know is this eclipse is asking us to choose our highest timeline. And again, I bring it full circle and say, you are doing great. It's such a weird thing to be like, you have to be exactly okay with who you are, but also let's level the fuck up, okay? Are you getting that this makes no sense at all, but all the sense in the fucking world? So I'm asking you, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you that in my experience, my most recent experience is that all these blips of love, of light, of truth, my truth, again, my truth is not yours, yours is not hers, his is not hers. Discernment is so important. I decided earlier that I was going to create this mantra in my head, and like I've been like reminding myself, even when I'm with like my closest friends who like, yes, we share some of the same values and some of the same thoughts. Like if I hear them say something and it's not like in resonance with me, I don't physically say it out loud, and I never have. And maybe that's how some of my feelings got swept under the rug, but it's not to negate people, it's to remind myself. So I've been saying in my head like, oh yeah, that's an interesting perspective, but that's hers, and you can keep it at that. You don't have to negate it. You don't have to think twice about it, right? If it's something that does not resonate with you, let's let that shit go. Let that shit go. So maybe that'll help you in your brain. If you need to be self-talking a little bit, self-soothing is a better way to say that. So self-soothe, don't forget to self-soothe. It's like, it seems like counterintuitive, and it's not for every moment, but those moments where you're not present and you maybe find yourself adapting to something or just absorbing something that you know isn't with you, like it might be helpful to be like, ooh, like if your bubble is not strong that day, right? If your force field is not strong, you might be like, oh, just remember, like, that's not mine, but cool, but cool, but cool. So back it up a little bit. I'm going to tell you my most recent experience is the person that I'm becoming, the person that I am, is fucking cringy. It's so cringy. It's so cringy. Did you see me change my name to the Self-Care Bear Club? B-A-R-E, bear. Bearing my soul out here. Bare naked ladies. It's cringy. It's so cringy. Like the you that has to like set your boundaries and be like, Like there's this part of the internet, the world, that in my opinion plays too far into this. And so for a while I was like resisting certain language and lingo, right, that goes along with this, because I didn't want to get sucked up in the victimization. It's a slippery slope, my friends. So that's why I say find what works for you and make sure it's not just blaming other people all the time. Clearly it's not, or else you wouldn't be here. So thank you again. You're doing the work. You're doing it. You're just being yourself, taking care of yourself. But the truth that I've chosen recently, like the one that feels real, is the cringy one. It's like the one telling dad jokes and laughing at them and not being embarrassed. Oh, not being embarrassed. It's like you're the only one dancing at the party and everybody's talking shit about you and you don't fucking care. That makes you go crazier. Like, it is cringe. It's like when people text you, like you either just A, don't answer at all, or B, you gotta be like, hey, we're not doing this anymore. And maybe that doesn't sound cringy to you. Maybe you've already instilled these habits, so yay, take them further. But in my experience, the me that I am, the me that all her dreams come true is just so cringy. She's just so cringy. She's on the internet talking about how cringy she is. Like, it's just cringy out here. So let's all be cringy. Cheesy, if you don't know what cringy means, like it's so cheesy. It's like, just imagine this is your life and you're just like, cheese, I love cheese, which I do love cheese. So it's all good. It's all really good. I love cheese. Give me all the fucking cheese. It's like you're texting people and every line is an exclamation point. Every line is like 4 exclamation points. And it's not fake. You fucking mean it. So if you get a text from me and I'm telling you how beautiful you are and how much I love you, just in the last few days, I decided I was going to start saying I love you to all my clients, which is like maybe not professional. And let's be real, like my professionalism is real and it's there, but it's way, like it's never been like beep boop beep, as you can tell. Like, but like, I usually, certain people I tell I love them because we've made it there. But I decided I was just going to tell everybody because it's the fucking truth. When my clients leave me, like, what? Like, we are valued. I value them. They value me. And I should just say it how it is. It's the truth with some fucking cheese on it. So get ready to cringe. And if you can't handle my cringe, bye-bye. Bye-bye. And if you think I'm not real, bye-bye. 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 It's fucking hard for me to say that because there's people I care about that have told me this year. And maybe I've already mentioned this to you because it really stuck with me a little bit more than I'd like to admit, but it did. Who have told me that I'm not who I say I am. And I've thought about this a lot. I've reminisced on this a lot. I've ruminated over this a lot. I've meditated on this a lot. And my perception is that that's the farthest thing from the truth. The few people that have said this to me were not wrong, actually. So we'll circle back. Not wrong on a certain level, but in the way I perceived, maybe they knew what they were saying. The way I perceived it was they weren't getting the reaction out of me that they wanted. And so they chose to call it, well, you're the self-care bear, like, shouldn't you be perfect? Is exactly what I was thinking. And so I was like, wait, don't I literally like always tell you I don't know what the fuck is going on? 2, like, tell you to take your own advice. 3, love yourself above all else. So like, where am I being fake? So in the ways they were right, we realized was that, you know what? They're right. I was not being a self-care bear to myself when I even took a second thought of that. Spending time with them, to be honest with you. Giving them second and third chances. And taking their word as somebody who wanted to understand. And these aren't bad people, my friends. These are people that are close to me. Hence why I took it so sincerely. Maybe I would with strangers did. I have no idea. But thank you, strangers, for being kind. So yeah, there was some realness on that level. I appreciate their feedback. I appreciate everybody's feedback. It's not that I can't take it. There'll have to be a whole nother episode on that. But bottom line was, I was like, wait, I had to check myself. And again, pick the cringy one. That wasn't, the one that wasn't familiar. The one that wanted to be like, oh yeah, you're right. You're like, and like stay here longer than I did. And I stayed there a little while. That's okay. There's going to be these ups and downs and these like, it's like when a baby's learning to walk. Like, it doesn't fall over 1,000 times and you're like, you're a fucking idiot. You're never going to be able to walk. Like, just because you can't doesn't mean you won't. It says it right here. I need to bring that one back hard. Just because you haven't doesn't mean you can't. That's what it says first. Just because you haven't doesn't mean you can't. Just because you haven't doesn't mean you won't. So whatever lights you up, no matter how cringy or how cheesy or how cliche it might be, please lean into that. Be weird. Be weird. And not like weird, like, yeah, be you. Be you. But be the cringy you. The cringy you. We got to keep this connection out here. The eclipse season is total eclipse of the heart. It's been for me, for sure. Do we want to listen to that song now? Yeah, we do. Total eclipse of the heart. Go listen to it after this and just like sit with it. Sit with it for a second. Can you get over yourself? Can you get over yourself to be yourself? Can you get over yourself to be yourself? I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. I love you so much. I'm sending you so much love. Take care. It's heavy out there, but it won't last long. It never does. It never does. Cringe at your choices and then watch the beauty unfold, my friends. Remember, it all begins within, so whatever you choose, you literally cannot do it wrong. So give yourself a big old hug. And take care out there, my friends. I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye for now.